Hello and welcome to CKE 10001's gaming channel. In this video we'll be looking at my Weiss Schwarz Kaguya-sama Hayasaka with Utilities deck profile. I'm running 2 copies of I Bestowing Courage. It's on play, pay 1, pitch a card, search your deck for a character, and on climax play you can bounce this back to hand to give a character 2000 power. 3 copies of Disciplinary Committee Miko. On play, reveal top card of your deck. If it's a Shujin character, add it to your hand and discard a card. And also on play, discard a Shujin character to draw a card. 3 copies of your Brainstormer, Miraculous Capability Kaguya. On play, minus opponent's characters in the center stage by 500, and it's a self-rest Brainstormer that searches your deck if you resolve the Brainstorm. You're running 3 copies of this Brainstormer and this Brainstormer because you need a Kaguya to get the blue event off. And you want to mill a lot in this deck to help set up for your change combo for your eye, that's why. 1 copy of Full Sprint Kaguya, it's spammable Brainstormer. For each climax reveal, you salvage and discard a card. And then rest and give a character 1k power. And running 2 copies of Valet Eye. If your stock has 3 or less cards, this gets continuous plus 1000 power. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can pay 1, discard a card. If you do, choose 1 Shujin character in waiting room, return it to your hand, choose one of your other Shujin characters, and that character gets plus 1000 power. 1 copy of this card, on play, rearrange, and climax swap. And then 1 copy of this card, your stock wash, and has the ability to double trigger check. 3 copies of Marching Band Eye. If all your characters are Shujin, this card gets the following 2 abilities. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can pay 1, put a Shujin character from your waiting room at the bottom of your clock and draw a card. And at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you may move this card to an open position of your center stage. And then this is your 102k Kaguya backup. 4 copies of On a Day of the Full Moon. If you do not have a character of Kaguya or Miyuki in its card name, this card cannot be played, but you will because you'll have your Brainstormers. Look at 4 cards from top of your deck, choose up to 1 Shujin character from reveal it to your opponent, put your hand, put the rest in your waiting room, and if you do not have a blue card in your memory, you may put this card into your memory. 2 copies of Reluctant Summon's Eye. If you have 2 or more other Shujin characters, this card gets plus 2000 power continuous, and if the character facing this card is cost 0, this card cannot become reversed. 2 copies of Kaguya. Wanting to undress him. When your climax is placed on your climax area, this card gets plus 15 power until end of turn. When this card's battle point becomes reversed, if there's a climax in your climax area, put the top card of your deck into your stock. Then I'm running 1 copy of Failed Strategy Eye. This card gets plus 2000 power for each other Shujin character, has an alarm, pay 1, pitch a card. If this card is the top card of your clock at the beginning of your main phase, you may pay the cost. If you do, return all cards from your waiting room to your deck. So, kind of, what do you call it, refresh. Deck refresh, that if you hold in your hand and you clock it, you'll be able to trigger the effect. 4 copies of your level 2, but you can early play this at level 1 by changing into it using this card. So it's your level 1/level 2 combo. When this card attacks, if a rainy day is in your climax area and you have 2 or more other Shujin characters, this card gets the 1000 power until your enemy opponent's next turn and perform the following action 2 times. Look at top 3 cards of your deck, choose 1 character, Shujin character from among them, reveal it to your hand, and put it in your hand and put the rest in your waiting room. So you do that twice. 1 copy of Anti-Shirogane Fashion Hayasaka version 2. When this card is placed on stage from your hand or by change, if you have 4 or more other Shujin characters, you can choose 1 Shujin character in your waiting room and put in your stock, so it's stock refund, and it's a level 3 beater. 4 copies of Maid's Counterattack Eye. If you have 4 more Shujin characters, you early play this at level 1, and has a change effect. At the beginning of your climax phase, you may pay the cost, put the card in your waiting room. If you do, choose 1 At the School Gates Eye, which is this level 2, or Anti-Shirogane Fashion, which is this, or Failed Strategy Eye, which is this, and put it in the stage position that this card was on. So you can change into all of them, but usually you change to this one, because the other 2s are just utilities. Then you have 2 copies of your Serious Showdown Between Geniuses Eye, early play healer. That also has a power pump effect, and your opponent cannot play events from their hand during the first battle. 4 copies of your Miko finisher, because I don't think I has a finisher in the set, that's why. So, Financial Auditor Miko, when this card is placed on stage from hand, you heal, and when this card attacks, if to set a good example for everyone is in your class area, and you have 2 or more other Shushin characters, you may pay the cost, which is pay 1, pitch 1. If you do, deal 2 damage to your opponent, and this card gets plus 3,000 power until the end of turn. So 4 copies of your gold bar for your finisher, and 4 copies of a rainy day, which is your plussing combo. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, check oncardex.com in the link below to see an overview of this deck build.